Welcome to 2.9 in Behavior Part 2 Practice Problems, Unit 2, Lesson 9. Okay, let's look at our first problem. The first thing we got to do when looking at graphs is figure out the degree. Look at the degree, which is our highest exponent. The first two happen to be written in the proper order, and the last two are not. So, if you're unsure, first things first, draw a graph. Negative 2x is linear. Negative 2 is our slope. It goes down from left to right. X squared is positive. X even. It looks like that. C is positive X odd. It looks like that. And D is negative X even. And it looks like that. So now, let's read the definitions. As x gets larger and larger in either positive or negative, f of x gets larger positive. That sounds like x even, and so that tells us that B goes with 1. Number 2, as x gets larger in the positive, f of x gets larger positive. So going to the right, it goes up. So we've already taken care of this graph. So that only leaves the orange. As x gets larger negative, f gets larger and negative. So C goes with 2. So this graph is taken care of. Okay. 3. As x gets larger positive, f of x gets larger negative. That could be A or D. As x gets larger negative, f gets larger positive. So they go in opposite places. Positive, negative is where they wind up. So that tells us that A is 3. And then that means D is 4. So it doesn't matter which way they go, they both wind up negative. Okay. Learn first things first. Find a degree, draw a graph, and then that will help you find the proper definition. Okay, let's look at practice problem number 2. First thing first, find the degree. Negative x odd. When we go to draw it, negative x odd, it starts high, it ends low. So, as x goes negative infinity, f of x goes positive infinity. As x goes positive infinity, f of x goes negative infinity. So as x goes this way, f of x goes that way. As x goes this way, f of x goes that way. Okay, a polynomial is shown. Select all true statements. All. That means more than one. The degree is even. No. The degree is odd. Yes. It ends at different places. This is odd degree. The leading coefficient is positive. That's true. It starts low. It ends high. That is true. D is not. The constant term of the polynomial is positive. The constant is where it comes through the y-axis. It's above 0. So we have 3 truths. Okay, so this is from a previous one. 5x squared plus 2x minus 10. The word sum means add. So we want 2x squared plus 6. And we get 7x squared plus 2x minus 4. And check the math on that. Make sure you get the right answer. Number 5, state the degree in behavior. First thing we do is find the degree at positive x cubed. Positive x cubed looks like starts low, ends high. As x goes positive infinity, f of x goes positive infinity. All right. As x goes negative infinity, f of x goes negative infinity. So x goes negative infinity, f of x goes negative infinity. Select all. Here we go with this all again. All right, so now our x equals 4, our x equals negative 1/4, and our x equals negative 2. Now, these are not factors, these are intercepts. You have to change them by setting them equal to 0. And now we get factors. Now we have factors. So now let's look at which ones work. So now we don't see anything with a 1/4 in it. So now we can't do this for the second one. So now before we add, what we are going to do is get rid of the denominator. We'll multiply both sides by 4. You have 4x equals negative 1. Add 1 to both sides. 4x plus 1 equals 0. Now we have a factor, and let's see if we can find something. B works. And which one else works? F could work if you distribute a 4. Yeah, 4x plus 1, x plus 2 is still the same. If you distribute a 4 to the first term, F could work.